Tips for taxation paper F6 for ACCA. Tip number 1. Do not waste time doing extra things. Read the requirement of the question and you will see that, for example, the question is asking you for something known as your taxable income, which is the income on which you will be charged tax. But we don't read that and we start calculating the actual tax liability. Taxable income versus tax liability, you have to calculate much more here. Read the question. If they're not asking you for tax liability, do not waste time calculating it. Tip number 2. The tax paper always asks us comparison questions. What I mean by this is, the ACCA tax paper is trying to train us into becoming tax planners as tax advisors, which means when an individual would come to you and have a couple of different options about how to handle their tax, you should be in a position to evaluate both the options and give them the best way forward. Give them the best way that if you take option A, you will have to pay this much tax, but if you take option B, you will pay this little less and you will save, so you should go for option B. For example, in the paper, they can ask you the difference between employed and self-employed, whether to take money as an individual, as a sole proprietor, or as a company, whether to receive money as a bonus or as dividends. Being able to understand how to answer these questions will be a direct correlation to how you would perform in a job if you work in the tax profile. And tip number 3, there will always be small questions which are theoretical in nature, even in a tax paper, such as details of VAT or the tax administration or certain dates. Dates are there all across. Totally, they might consist of a small chunk, but if you just draw a table while you're preparing and learn them over the 3-month period of your preparation, they're the easiest 5 to 10 marks to score. Don't miss out on that. So guys, if you like these quick tips for tax, please do comment. If we've missed anything more, please do subscribe. And we have a couple of other videos in which we talk about many more tricks and tips which are applicable to all ACCA papers. So please do check that out. So guys, wait. Before you leave, I'm going to leave you all with the same old. Do you know what the difference between you and a successful version of you is? The successful version of you would not miss out on subscribing to this channel today.